Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at Aptos, and the coin is called APT. As you may already know, it is one of the biggest layer 1 solution out there. So first of all, this is the setup from my last video. If you have not checked that out, you can also check that out. As you can see, we got the perfect entry around here, and the trade really did pretty well. As you can see, it went up from 7.4 to $13, which was pretty good. So basically I wanted to cover some things about Aptos which you may or may not know. If you do not know, please like and subscribe so I can provide you with more of this informative content. So first of all, let's look at the Aptos supply. So APT or Aptos does not have a max supply. It is like those of Ethereum and others. So basically it does not have a deflationary mechanism from what I know. So it is, if I missed it, you please let me know in the comments below. But as of now, as you can see, it will have more than 1.5 billion of supply by 2032. So as of now, we are into the so we are around here, around the March. So it has a circulating supply of around, if we do look here, 168 million. So that means if you look at the supply, it will be around 500 million in around, I think, November of 2025. So if we do look at the token unlocks, as you can see here, the supply is pretty big. So I don't think that this covers staking rewards, so which is why the supply increase is not that big. But if it had covered the staking block, it would be much more. So as you can see, it does not include staking rewards, so that means the supply is much more than that. So in terms of supply release, in 8 days there will be 24.84 million Aptos will be released in the market, out of which 1.33 belongs to the foundation and 3.21 belongs to the community, and 11 million belongs to the core contributors, and 8.42 belongs to the investors. So even if the contributors do not sell, but I think the investor could sell, which is over $100 million of sale pressure, which will be coming in around a week. So you have to keep that in mind. So that means the price could actually fall from here. So we'll be looking at where to get in if you are interested in this coin. So in terms of long term potential, it is one of the layer 1 solution. If we look at its DeFi, it has gone parabolic, as you can see here, which is pretty good. And if we do look at the change, as you can see, their ecosystem has actually pumped really hard. So another reason could be that they have some they may have some airdrops and something like that, so that is pretty good. In terms of the liquidity solution, if we do look here, it also has 76 million, which is pretty good. So but in terms of TVL, it is really going parabolic. But in terms of long term hold, you have to be careful, because if we look at NEA or even others which have a supply increase, those actually their price actually falls. So if you are planning to hold this for a long term, the best thing would be to stake the token so that you do not get crushed by the inflation of the APT token. So that we have covered. So let's move to the other thing. So in terms of their partnerships, which are pretty good, because recently they partnered with Microsoft, which was the reason why it pumped, as you can see here. And actually the partnership did occur around on the 9th Feb, around here. So it went from up here and it did the correction and it went up back here. So another thing is they also have partnership with Amazon, even Google Cloud and MasterCard, and even MoonPay, and even a Universal, and even a Coinbase. So they do have a pretty good backings and partnerships. So but I still think the investor will be taking profit, so you have to be careful of this cliff in around 8 days. So I think the sell pressure will most likely increase. So let's look at some stats. As you can see here, it does have a good staking. So around 80% of the total supply is staked as of now. It has a currently circulating supply of around 1 billion 0.08. So as you can see, most of the tokens are staked, which is pretty good. In terms of validator, as you can see, it has 129 validators. So in terms of state, if we do look at the new accounts, So let's move to other explorer which I did open. So this is the explorer which I was looking at. So if we look here, the transactions aren't that good, but they have been actually increasing slowly. So as you can see, these spikes have actually occurred in the recently, and the last spike occurred around let's look at around 1st March. So if we look at this spike which occurred on 24th, so we are in the daily chart. So the last spike occurred around 24. So as you can see here, so the last spike occurred now here, somewhere here, and the price did fall down. So the recent spike occurred here, so I think the price will most likely come down as well. So another thing is that network fees have also that not good. They have gone down significantly from the December 2023, and in terms of account created, they have gone up, but as of now they have actually slowed down. In terms of daily active accounts, which is pretty doing good. So as you can see here, the daily accounts have actually gone up. So these are the tokens on their, I believe, on their blockchain. So these are the new tokens which have been created. The token creation is also pretty good, as you can see here. So in terms of its blockchain stats, those are pretty normal, so we cannot draw any conclusion from here. So let's look at their price action, price analysis. So as I said, if we do see that sell pressure coming in about a week, I think the price could actually come down at these points. So these are the old points which I actually added, so let's just remove them and see what we can get from here. So I still like this demand zone because this is a pretty good demand zone, and I think this could also be a pretty good entry. So in terms of support, I think it could at least come down here and bounce back around 10.15, and if not, the best entry is around at this demand zone. So this demand zone is still pretty good. If you do look here, so this demand zone I think will be get filled, so around 9.1 to 8.9. If not, I think this demand zone will most likely be the bounce back point for the APT around 8.75 to 8.49. So if we do look at these points, if it does not bounce back from here, so basically you have to keep that in mind. I'm talking about the short term, I'm not talking about the long term because of the supply and other things. So in terms of this, I think these are the pretty good demand. This is a pretty good demand zone as well, around 7.58 to 4.9. If not, you can actually enter below at these points. So these are the other points which I was looking at. So the last one would be around here, around 5.1 to 4.65. If not, you can also enter at this point around this one is very around $4. So in terms of price prediction and other things, if it wants to go below here, I don't think it's possible to go above $100 as of now because of its supply increase in the long term. But I think it will be able to keep that I think $2 to $3 price in the long run, because I think it will have that much demand. So this was it. I hope you like the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.